Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to the rinks here in Hauppauge, New York, the site of our final game of the evening, and it should be a good one. Brady Campbell with you here, Sean Giordano on the camera tonight as we get to watch junior varsity action between the Eastport South Manor Sharks and the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. And as I said, it should be a good one because ESM coming into this one 8-0 and 117 points. That is good enough for first place in the JV division. Meanwhile, the Bulls 6-2 and 0, 12 points, fourth place in the division. These two teams fighting for standing supremacy. And ESM still has not lost a game in regulation thus far this season. They don't want to start tonight. They will have their hands full, though, with a very good Bulls team. And it should be a good one for the Bulls. Robert Auerbach, Caden Dorian, Liam McNamara, Jacob Corsione. You could go up and down the roster. Those are the guys leading in points. Auerbach at the top with 19, 10 goals, 9 assists. He and Dorian both have 10 goals. That leads the team in the goal column. And both Auerbach and Corsione lead the team in assists with 9. And we'll see who gets the start in net. Both Mason Dorian and Nicholas Serpigo have split time, 4 starts each. And both 3-1-0 on the season. Meanwhile, for the Sharks, it's been scoring by committee. Ryan Helbig leading the way, 35 points. Masson, 20. Matarello, 15. And it just goes on and on from there. And more split time between the net. Zakowicz has 5 starts. Kyle Antonucci, 4. And Zakowicz is 3-0-1 on the season. Antonucci 4-0-0. So we'll see who gets the nods. Last time out for ESM, it was a 5-3 victory back on the 18th against Sachem. And they'll look to keep the good times rolling. But in their way, the Bulls, who last time out on the 11th, 6-2 victory over a good St. Anthony squad. So we'll see what gives in this one here tonight. Should be a good one, though. Buckle your seatbelts as warm-ups just concluding between these two squads. And it will be the Bulls, the designated home team tonight, in the home white uniforms, white helmets, blue numbers trimmed in red, and ESM in the road blue. And the blue numbers trimmed in silver with the white helmets as well. The Sharks swarming all season thus far, looking to keep it going as we're set to go for the opening face-off here. And it looks like in the net will be Mason Dorian for the Bulls tonight. 3-1-0 on the year, 2.75 save percentage. They'll look to keep that going. And a little bit tougher to get a number down the other end. The Shark jersey's a bit harder to read, but it looks like it is number 33, Kyle Antonucci, who will get the start for ESM tonight as both teams set to go. Face off at center ice, puck down, we're underway. Sit back and enjoy as Smithtown Hauppauge making a last-second defensive change, and one of their defenders wasn't even quite fully out on the ice yet by the time they dropped the puck. No harm, no foul. We're underway. And here is McNamara chipping it ahead for the Bulls. And now they come in with speed. There he is in the slot, and he goes bar down. Bulls off and running early. McNamara, what a shot. A little give and go action there. Return feed, walking down the slot, and oh my goodness. That thing was on Antonucci quick, and by the time he reacted, it was off the crossbar. 1-0 Bulls. Can the Sharks respond? Here's Helbig right down the other way. His pass deflects behind. Here is McNamara again, ahead for Anderson. Tries to feed it back, settle down, across looking for McNamara, and it was defended nicely there. McNamara takes it. High slot now at the point. Drags, tries to step through, gets by on the forehand, centering pass, gets across, a shot, save trickling in the crease and played out of harm's way. Bulls in control here early. stepping in with a shot, and that one caught the bar as well. Another try saved by Antonucci. Finally taken away and flung up the boards here by Logan McGregor. Reversed right back behind. And here's Rahili, who will try to settle things down. He's dealing with the forecheck of the Bulls, and they take it right back. Another chance, centering feed, and that one deflects just wide. And we'll go back behind. Bulls on it again. Another centering try blocked off. Helbig will just backhand it all the way out to center, and the Sharks getting a much-needed change. Forced out to center, taken away. Jumping it right back in Sawicki. Rinfus takes him hard into the boards. Trites on it. Feeds it ahead for Caden Dorian. Leaves it there. Agavino let Rinfus take it. Now ahead. Saucer pass just out of the reach of Dorian, who's on the corner. He's taken hard into the boards. And Clements tries to feed the cross. Auerbach off the bench, intercepted, but he was separated from the puck. And here comes Masson back the other way. Throws one just wide of the net. Madarello tries to center. Blocked down. Swung towards the net. Kick save made by number 75, Mason Dorian. Takeaway here. Here's Auerbach 1-on-2. Tries to step around the defender. One-handed towards the net. A try, a save made. Great effort there by Auerbach. And what a stop that was by Antonucci. Puck pinned to the near side corner. Auerbach tried to force it to the front. Clements on it, and he'll chip it out of the zone. Sharks going for a quick change. Bowles not giving them too much time here. Although that pass was fanned on. It'll go all the way down, and it will be an icing against Smithtown Hauppauge here with 11:55 to go in the first period. Bowles off to the quick start in more ways than one. Only took about half a minute for McNamara, Liam McNamara from Marcus DeRico to put him up 1-0, officially only 22 seconds. They've not spent much time outside the offensive zone since. A little here to start the play. McNamara takes it, reverses course. Ahead for Anderson. Anderson into the zone. Down the wing, chips it towards the net. Save made, rebound, another stop. It's still loose at the top of the crease and played out of harm's way. Kyle Antonucci has made some 10-bellers here in the early going. Troy tried to quickly move it. He was separated from the puck by Helbig. Slides back on to the net. Played away. Helbig moves it quickly out of the reach of Jackson. Ryan ahead for McNamara. Gets the wheels turning again. McNamara drops it. Rocco Troy at the point. Throws it on. Deflected down. Trickling towards the net. Not sure if it would have been a high stick. But that one kept out once again. A good initial save made by Antonucci. Didn't get all of it, though, and the Sharks just escaped danger. Here they come right back in. Bowles. Here's McNamara. That one poked off his stick by McGregor. Fired up the boards. Holtze holds it in. Has some room. Steps in. A big save at the top of the crease by Antonucci. Anderson delivers the shoulder. McNamara couldn't handle. Helbig was almost off to the races. Here's another try in tight. Anderson walking down the slot. Plays it. Gets all the way through, and they score. McNamara's got two. Not even halfway through period number one, and the Bulls expand upon their lead. Look at the patience here by Anderson. Pass was deflected, is still able to get it through, and McNamara buries the one-timer. And boy, did he come to play tonight. What a start for Smithtown Hauppauge. Yes, here they come again. Man rush 3-on-1. That shot save made. Rebound is loose, and Antonucci dives on it. It was eventually put in, but the ref lost sight of the puck. He blows it dead. Bulls not a fan of that call, but it is up to the ref's discretion. 10:09 to go. Still a 2-0 game. Olchi sends it around the boards. First one on it will be Ryan Anderson. That pass deflected towards the front. There's another try. Anderson backhands it towards the net. Glove down, play back towards the point, chipped ahead. Here come the Sharks on man rush. Martorello down the wall, feeds it across, and that one a bit too hot to handle for Clements. Played ahead. Sharks take back control. Cummings throws it across. Dumped out a bit too far for Dorian Masson on it. Played ahead. Rinfus left it there for Anderson to skate into. It's in his skates. It's onside. But Sawicki took him off the puck. That pass fanned on. Rinfus trying to take it away. Could not. Sawicki heading back the other way. That's the red line, and then dumps it in at the blue line. Agavino behind his own net up the boards. Sawicki knocked it down. Tried to keep it moving. It was taken away, and then given right back to Helbig. Helbig on the wall, on the outside, plays it towards the front. Dorian pokes it back behind. That shot blocked. And cleared out of his zone by the captain of the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls, Rinfus. Ahead for Martorello. As the Bulls made the change, Martorello left it behind. Agavino tried to play the head for Auerbach. Picked off by Helbig. Here comes Ray Healy and drag shoots. That shot was muffled. Look out, it's in! The Sharks are on the board. Ray Healy took the shot, and I think it's his goal as the shot got muffled. And the poke check attempt here from Dorian, and it just ramps up his stick. He can't find it, and just crossing the goal line. ESM on the board. Sometimes you got to be good to be lucky. 8 and they have to go in the first. What a start this game has had. 2-1. Agavino moves it ahead, taken away, but then given right back. Trites moves it to a vacant neutral zone, dumped right back in by the Sharks. Trites on it. Tries to throw it up through the slot. Arnold took it. It was taken away. Could be an on-man rush for the Bulls. Couldn't strip it away. Now Auerbach nearly did the job. Arnold takes it back. Throws it ahead. And deflected back in by Krikow. And thrown around the boards. Krikow deflects it out. Auerbach on it. Tried to play the hand off of Krikow, just offside at the blue line. 7:42 to go, approaching the halfway point of the first period. Liam McNamara with 2, and then Luke Ray Healy getting his 6th goal on the season. Meanwhile, for McNamara, goals 8 and 9, and points 15 and 16. This one played out of his own. Turned right back around by Anderson. There's it to McNamara, bidding for the first period hat trick. Swallowed up and held by Antonucci. Face off to the left of Antonucci here. ESM making a last minute change. Puck down, chip to the blue line. Troy on it, plays it down. Goes right back out past Troy. Ryan hustling back on it, will go for an icing. 7:19 to go in period number 1. It's been a busy night for the Bulls of Smithtown Hauppauge. First game of the evening here at the rinks was a freshman battle between Team Red and Team Blue. And Team Red handed Team Blue their first loss of the season in the freshman division. And now the JV squad off to a pretty good start here, though ESM has cut into the deficit. And here come the Sharks. Back the other way. McNamara stripped Helbig of the puck. Here he comes. McNamara working towards the slot. Knocked off the puck. Couldn't quite reach as it slides in for the cover by Antonucci. .651 to go in period number 1. the face-off, one back. Anderson towards the slot. Rinfus couldn't settle cleanly. Back towards the point, held in by Cummings, throws it around the net. Dorian locks up there. Rinfus took it. He was separated from the puck. McGregor tries to backhand it ahead. Sawicki sweeps it out. On-man rush coming here for the Sharks. 3-on-1, possible 4-on-1. Now turned into a 2-on-1, hustling back to thwart. That was Cummings. And another dangerous play there as he played it right towards his own net, but it was covered by Dorian. Sharks not getting too much in the early going, but have had their opportunities thus far on odd man rushes. Here's Ryan Anderson ahead for Rinfus. Up for Caden Dorian. And 71 in white skates it in down the wing. He drags, throws one across through the crease. Cummings hustling over. He'll hold it in. Plays it back down towards the circle. Rinfus turns Dorian in tight. Anderson was able to get one on along the ice. And Antonucci made the stop. Cummings couldn't quite hold it in. Plays it across for Hauppauge. Return feed D to D. And that one hops the stick of Anderson. Played ahead by Ray Healy, but knocked back to the neutral zone. Dorian ahead for Corcione. Corcione drags towards the slot. He lost it. Cummings follows it up. Walking the line. Cummings deflects, score! Cummings takes the shot. Not sure what it hit in front. It hit something. It goes 3-1 Bulls. See if we could see exactly what this hit here. I believe it hit a stick of one of the Sharks there out in front. So it should be Cummings' goal. Either way, 3-1 lead. Here's Krikow. Chips it up the boards, looking for more. Goes down. McGregor on it. Plays it ahead. Krikow gets back to his feet. Gloves it down. Center towards the slot. Bouncing puck over everybody's stick. Now Auerbach on it. Steps around McGregor in the corner. Back to the point. Trites. Drag. Shoots off his stick. Goes over the net. In the corner. Auerbach. Separated from the puck. Krikow in to help. Lost it. Martorello. Up ahead. Trying to feed Sawicki. Picks it up on the other side. Sawicki trying to step through and then took a high hit from Agavino. And we do get a penalty call from it. Elbowing. Elbowing against Christian Agavino here. And a golden opportunity for the Sharks to get one back. Our first penalty of the game. And back to the point, D to D. Sharks trying to set up that pass across. A good little passing play off the draw. Ray Healy fanned on it. Trites around the wall and out. 4.5 to go here in period number 1. Here's Masson. Through the skates of Martorello. Picked up on the other side. Ray Healy trying to step through, having some trouble with it. And Luke Anderson took the puck away. That shot ends up deflecting off a stanchion right on the stick of Dorico. He plays it into the corner. Dorico centers it. Anderson, short-handed, just missed. Play back towards the front. Anderson had a decision to make. He plays it safe and drops back. As here's Martorello over the line. Drops it. Helbig through his own legs. Taking hard into the boards. Trying to step through to the slot and couldn't quite get it there. Back to the point. Shot along the ice. Hits a skate and Helbig couldn't settle the bouncing puck. Cummings on it. Head for Dorico. Ahead of the play was Anderson. They couldn't get it through. Anderson knocks Masson down as he brought it in. Cummings backhands it ahead. Look out, Dorian on coming forechecker. Nearly stripped it for a breakaway. 35 to go in the penalty. Here's Sawicki. Poked off his stick just over the blue line. Sharks regroup. Masson lost it to Renfus. And then the second attempt, he's able to dump it in. Trites, or rather Holchi, on it first. Cuts back, fires it ahead, and had Renfus for a possible breakaway. Just missed him all the way back on Antonucci. Plays it ahead. Last rush of the man advantage here. Masson. Ahead for Ray Healy. Throws one towards the net. Similar to how he scored his goal. This time, though, poked off to the corner. And we're back to 5-a-side. So Wiki tough angle try off the outside of the post. Sharks trying to clear, could not. Masson couldn't find it in his skates. Knocked to the ice. Played back up the wall and reversed around for Anderson. Could be an on-man rush here for the Bulls if Anderson settles it. Gives it to Dorian, ahead for Renfus. Shot along the ice, save made. Rebound loose. Anderson, the backhand try, went through the crease. Now 2-on-2 back the other way. So Wiki tried to drag his way through, could not. Rocco Troy on it. Backhand pass, some miscommunication there, works out in the end. Backhanded up the ice. Bulls go make a change. Helbig gave it right to Corsione. Auerbach with him. Drops it. Auerbach, save made, rebound. Corsione couldn't get it back on net. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. Very fast pace first. One-on-one, good stick there at the blue line. Kept in though by the Sharks. Really trying to move it. It was knocked off his stick and out of the zone. 90 seconds to go. Here's Helbig in neutral ice. Corsione checking him. Forced him into a giveaway to Trites, who gets the red line, fires it back in. Creek out, first on it. Taken to the boards by Deerlam. To the corner. Sharks trying to clear. They will. Helbig from his own blue line puts enough touch on it there. Trites back on it. 1 minute to go, first period. Very fast-paced first period. Here's Corsione. That's the red line. Lost the handle. Still able to get it in deep there. That one hit off the skates of Creekow. Stays in the corner. Auerbach tried to center it. Could not. Picks it up on the other side. Trying to work it to the point. Stepping up Agavino. Backhands it in. Rolling puck. Half a minute to go. Cleared up the boards. Not out. Auerbach settles in the circle. Drags. Plays it down. Creekow can then handle it. Behind the net now. Tries to move it. Puck loose behind. We'll get a penalty here against the Sharks. 15 to go in the period. Trites can then handle it. Comes out of the zone. Dorian off for the extra attacker. Bulls consider holding it to start the period on a 2-minute power play perhaps. Here's McNamara. Perhaps one last try to the goal. McNamara to the front. A backhand from a tough angle was stopped and held by Antonucci. 0.9 to go in the first period. So it will just about be a full power play for the Bulls. Unless, of course, they somehow score in 0.9, which I suppose is possible. All depends on how quick they start that clock. McNamara right behind the dot. Won by the Sharks and cleared out of the zone. So it'll be about 1:59 or so, maybe the full 2 minutes of power play time for the Bulls to start the second period. Liam McNamara, 2 of their 3 goals. ESM keeping things tight early, though. We'll head to the second. A 3-1 Bulls lead here on LI Sports Network. Welcome back for the start of the second period here on LI Sports Network. Brady Campbell with you from the rinks in Hauppauge, New York. 3-1 lead, Smithtown Hauppauge over Eastport South Manor as we get set to start the second period. 2-minute power play for the Bulls as well. Liam McNamara got things started just 22 seconds into the game, had his second moments later. Sharks answer, but the Bulls got one back as they're just offside here. 7 seconds into the period. And then the Bulls were able to respond rather quickly after that as well, so that's where we stand after one. And Smithtown Hauppauge trying to add another. McNamara, half wall, drags, shoots, and the save made by Kyle Antonucci. He'll hold on. And they are giving that third Bulls goal to Ryan Anderson, who was in front of the net. Assist to Kyle Cummings, who took the shot. It was hard to tell if Anderson got it or if it maybe hit a shark. They're giving it to Anderson, who had that quick answer after the goal from Ryan Helbig. McNamara back on it. Separating D'Amico from the puck. Flips it on for DeRico. Marcus DeRico trying to find the lane in. He does down the far side. Cuts back, drops it to Cummings at the point. Returns it. DeRico behind. Luke Anderson. Tried to center it. Was picked off and sent the length of the sheet by ESM. Dorian out of his net to get it. He'll move it. McNamara drops it behind for Cummings. Behind the net. Leaves it for his teammate DeRico. Full head of steam. DeRico up the ice. Down the near side. DeRico around the net. Tries to center from a tough angle. It bounced on goal. Covered and held by Antonucci. 32 to go on the power play. 88 seconds into the period. Faceoff will be to the right of Antonucci here as ESM makes some changes to their kill. Faceoff tied up. Now back for Troy. Cuts towards the slot. Troy shoots, and a save made by Antonucci. Antonucci's been a busy man thus far tonight. Still 23 remaining on the power play. ESM flings it around the boards, trying to kill off the remainder. Out of his own, not very far. Time for one last rush for Smithtown Hauppauge. Anderson sticked away by Antonucci, played around the wall. Hops the stick of Anderson. He'll hustle to get it. Steps around 1, 2 seconds and 1 back to even strength. Troy pinching in to try to hold it in. And he's able to swing it towards the net. Played behind. Anderson on it. Centers it. Rinfus fanned on it as we get the whistle. Looks like the net came off. Rinfus kind of fanned on the shot either way. But the officials will fix that. 12:49 to go, second period. Still a 3-1 lead here for the Bulls of Smithtown Hauppauge. And Bulls will make some changes here. Sharks win the draw. Trying to skate it out. Helbig does find a way. Oh, he gets taken down. Creekout lost his stick. He's able to pick it back up again. Robert Auerbach leaves it behind. Troy mishandled it. Creekout picks it up. At the red line, tries to dump it in. Glove down. Creekout lost it. Helbig couldn't bring it with him. Auerbach turns it around over the blue line. Auerbach steps through to his backhand, trying to pick it up on the other side. Could not. Tied up behind. Auerbach keeps it moving. And he'll be the first one on it there in the corner. For Ryan, just swings it around the boards. First one on it there will be Clements, but he lost it that one-time try on the quick feed from Krikow. Went wide from Auerbach. D to D. Ryan for Troy. Behind. Krikow hopped his stick in the corner. And that allows for the Sharks to get it out. Not very far, though. Ray Healy lost it for Ryan. For Troy. Auerbach, a nice move to get in. As they make some changes right in front of the bench, Auerbach tried to move it. Left behind. Anderson backhands it towards the front. Deflected wide by Corcione. Right up the wall. McNamara on it. McNamara has some space. Looks into the slot. Takes a shot. Deflects and goes wide. Ryan throws one wide of the net. Corcione locking up with Ray Healy. Puck finds him. Couldn't get it out, though. McNamara took it away. McNamara, nice move in the circle. Another nice move, and he scores! Liam McNamara. Still 10:59 to go in the second. He's got himself a hat trick. Another highlight reel goal. Takes it away from the scrum there at the half wall. Another toe drag. How about one more? Not much Antonucci could do about that at that point. And he roofs that backhander to make it a 4-1 game. And pass there off the faceoff. They'll do it again from center ice. Still plenty of time left in this one. But the Sharks, really one of the first times all season they've been put in this position. They were down 3-0 in a game earlier this season against Middle Country, or excuse me, Pat Med. After one period, they stormed back to tie it. Had to tie it again, and then won it in overtime on a goal by Ryan Helbig. I'll have to play similar to that. It's another try, that time from Luke Anderson. Might have caught a piece of Antonucci, went wide. DeRico hustling to it, missed the poke. Sawicki takes it. Sawicki, looking for Martorello. It hit the skates of the linesman. Turn right back around. McNamara shoots, and a save by Antonucci. Sawicki trying to bring it back the other way. Takes a shoulder from Anderson. Stumbles down, Trites on it, ahead for Anderson, just out of his reach, and this will go for an icing against the Bulls. McNamara close to a fourth after an unlucky play for the Sharks there as Sawicki's pass ahead for Martorello hit the skates of the linesman. Face off now in the Bulls' end. Ray Healy will take it against Rinfus. And it's one back by Rinfus around the boards. Caden Dorian trying to move it. Taken away and swung around the net. Cummings on it. Ryan Anderson tried to chip it on. Taken away. Ray Healy drags. Couldn't get the shot away. He was bidding for his second. Clements tries to swing it towards the front. Kept moving. A shot from the point from D'Amico. Turns aside, another shot from the point, glove down and smothered by Mason Dorian. Good shift there for ESM, trying to answer back and cut the deficit in half. Still 9:29 to go in the second period. Holtge around, Ryan Anderson waiting for it. Locks up with D'Amico, who pinched down. Moves it to the corner. Holtge is swinging a miss. And that centering pass gets through. But a few sticks tied up there in front. Rinfus with the steal. Trying to turn it into offense. Good stick D'Amico to keep it away from Anderson. He throws it in. Holtge on it. Up the boards. And a turnover. Now from the circle, a shot turned aside by Dorian. Here come the Bulls. Cummings looking for a way through. Poked off his stick. Rinfus tried to throw it in. He lost it to Helbig. Helbig trying to step through there. Could not. Rinfus took it. Down the wall. That shot on from the outside. Swallowed up and held by Antonucci. Now approaching the halfway point of the hockey game. 4-1 lead, Smithtown Hauppauge. Currently in 4th place in the JV division, sitting at 6-2. Would love for a big victory here tonight to move up in the standings. And ESM, their first regulation loss on the season. Auerbach in the corner, tried to step through, instead drew the penalty. It's going to be, I believe, against, was it Sawicki there? 8:21 to go. Could be Martorello here. As he's skating towards the box, it was Martorello. And the tripping call. So another opportunity here for the Bulls to expand upon their lead. Face off. McNamara couldn't handle it. Now off the glass. Cummings able to move it down the wall. Luke Anderson, first one on it. Up for McNamara. Across. DeRico. Cummings. McNamara. Towards the slot. Tried to drop it for Cummings, and D'Amico, a great read there. Chips it out of the zone. He was stepped into offside. Could have been an interference call there, as Anderson stepped into D'Amico, but the officials and the linesmen seem to be focused on the offside. 1:31 to go on the power play. McNamara moves it for Cummings, ahead for DeRico. Skates it into the zone. DeRico to the outside. Back for DeRico, holds it just onside. Now McNamara's one-timer goes high. Cummings for DeRico. Tries to feed it for Anderson. He's on the wrong side. Anderson settles it. Back to the point. Cummings waits. Looking for a shooting lane. Gets it through. Anderson tried to touch it in. Where is it? It looks like it stayed out. And now some pushing and shoving after the play, as we'll take a look at this chance. Great vision here by Cummings. Almost looked like Anderson wasn't quite ready for it. Or maybe the pass a bit on the wrong side, and he was able to deflect it on goal. Tough angle, though, along the goal line. And reaching back with his legs to make the cover, Kyle Antonucci. What a stop that was. And we do get a penalty after the play. Agavino will sit for 2 minutes, so it'll be 5-on-5 for 55 seconds here, or 4-on-4 rather. Past the halfway point of the hockey game. Opportunity here. A lot of open space for both sides for the next minute or so. Around the boards, Ryan Anderson on it. Has some room to skate. Anderson. For Dorian, deflects it towards the net. Covered by Antonucci. Kyle Antonucci's been great thus far. Does have the 4 goals allowed, but plays like the one we saw moments ago are the reason why the Bulls don't have more. Here's Holtze. Waits. Shoots, a made rebound, was chipped wide by Anderson. He was able to get it over the pad. Didn't have the angle right. A steal here, though, as he was hounding the puck, but he lost it to Helbig. Played ahead. Ray Healy, checked there by Holtze. Dorian tries to start ahead. He lost it. Pass turns Sawicki around. Final 10 of the 4-on-4. Before a brief power play coming for the Sharks, Dorian moves it for Anderson. He lost in the circle. 2 seconds and 1. Power play for ESM. Dorian with the steal in neutral ice. And now we'll just send it the length. 6:10 to go in the second. 50 seconds left on the penalty to Agavino. D'Amico gets the blue line and dumps it in. And then fired right back out by Holtze. 40 seconds left on the power play. Sent around for Helbig. Played out. Cummings, though, reads the play and sends it right back around. All the way around. Creekow will be the first one on it. Masson took him off the puck, though. Rindfish chips it towards the net. Stopped by Antonucci. Creekow takes the shoulder there from Masson. Spills down. Played out of the zone. Good read by Cummings again, but he misplayed the puck, and now here comes Hellbig down the wall. Hellbig centers in, and that one is stopped by Mason Dorian as he robs Martorello with the right pad. Hellbig again shoots, and that one glances off a body and over the net. Back to 5 aside. Something pass through. Masson towards the net, and another save by Dorian. 5 minutes to go in the period. Sharks starting to buzz a bit. Pass towards the front, gets through everybody, and will go all the way back down. Mason Dorian hasn't been too busy in the second period, but just made some of the best stops of the game right there. First one of which was on Martorello. He's got the puck. Chips it behind the net. Swings it towards the front. Save made, and DeRico collects the rebound. McNamara was calling for it. Could have had a breakaway there, but DeRico would have a tough pass to get it through. Instead, he brings it in, takes the shot, gets blocked. McNamara tries to move it quickly. Clements with the steal. Here's Sawicki. Martorello just onside. And Jake Ryan steals it towards the blue line. Glove down. Play to the corner. Troy around the boards. 4 minutes to go in the second. Here's McNamara. Returns it for Troy. Marcus DeRico now. Just out of the reach of McNamara. Sticked in, however, by Anderson. Here is D'Amico. Trying to go coast to coast, but lost it at the blue line. DeRico plays it ahead. On-man rush. 3-on-1. McNamara, DeRico, and Anderson. And they got maybe a little too cute with it there. And the pass from Anderson to the trailer. DeRico was in his skates. Cleared out of the zone. Troy ahead for Anderson. Here's McNamara. Chips it ahead. Auerbach. And the defender turned around. Backhands one along the ice. And the save made. Going back up the boards. Ray Healy takes a shove by Anderson. Troy on it. Across for Ryan. Off the board. Swing and a miss there by Cummings. And we get a penalty here. Coming up, I thought it was against Smithtown Hauppauge. Took a few seconds for the whistle to be blown, but we get the roughing call. And it's going to be Luke Anderson sitting 4-2. 2:50 to go in the period, perhaps less, if the Sharks can find an answer here and get the power play goal they need. Luke Anderson, just a bit of a high hit there. Dangerous hit too along the boards. With the penalty, 4-1 lead for the Bulls, trying to escape this second here. Still in front by at least 3. That shot, maybe getting a stick on it, was Dorian. Back to the point. Another try into the glove of Mason Dorian. 2:38 to go in the period. The period really controlled by Smithtown Hauppauge for the most part, other than staying out of the box. As another try, Mason Dorian. Another save. What a move that was by Sawicki. Tried to then bring it to his backhand, lost the handle. D'Amico stumbles down as he whips it across. D-to-D pass. A takeaway, though, and Auerbach backhands it softly out of the zone. D'Amico tries to feed ahead. Auerbach got a stick on it, but Masson fires a backhander across. And Luke Ray-Healy perhaps lost it to Auerbach there right at the blue line, but he couldn't get it back through. And Sawicki on it. Cross ice for Hellbig. His cross ice feed was blocked off and fired all the way down. 2 minutes to go in the period. 1 minute to go on the power play. Auerbach turning up the heat. on the forecheck. Instead, Sawicki from Martorello up the ice. Martorello drops it, just holding it in. Masson dealing with the checks there. Renfuss just fires it around. D'Amico on it, waits, shoots off the skates of Agavino to the corner. Helbig around the net, centers it, picked off by Auerbach. Has plenty of time here, and he'll loft it all the way down. Half a minute to go on the penalty. Renfuss trying to steal it here away from D'Amico. He's been checking them down the ice the whole way. Eventually D'Amico able to finds himself with a bit more room. Sends it all the way down though, and this will go for an icing. With just 10 seconds left on the power play. 59.5 to go in the period. Face off to the left of Kyle Antonucci. Big last minute here of period number 2. Can either team find the back of the net? Offensive zone draw win. Holtze throws it around. That'll do it for the ESM power play. Another big kill for the Bulls. 45 seconds to go in the period. Here come the Sharks with speed. Masson over the line. Tries to step through Cunning. Martorello plays it back down for Masson. Helbig driving towards the net. Pass came through, and he fired it wide. Half a minute to go. Bulls trying to counter the other way. D'Amico kept it away from Ryan Anderson. Sharks making a change a bit dangerously there. And we do get a whistle. Right at the blue line. Is it offside? Is it a penalty perhaps? Too many players? I believe it's just going to be an offside. Couldn't see who that was, but a great job there by the Sharks player who was heading to the bench to throw that play offside. Sawicki back in, drags, shoots, deflects off the glass. 10 seconds left in the period. Around for Helbig. Helbig to the outside. Got to throw it towards the net. Throws it all the way across. Picked off by Renfuss. Starts ahead on the 2-on-1 as we hear the horn. End of 2 periods. 15 minutes to go. Smithtown Hauppauge with the 4-1 lead. Trying to close this one out and hand ESM their first regulation loss of the season on LI Sports Network. Welcome back to LI Sports Network. Suffolk County High School Hockey League Junior Varsity action. 4-1 lead as we start the third period. Smithtown Hauppauge over Eastport South Manor. Puck down, we're underway. Final 15 minutes. Unless ESM can come back to tie it. And here they come. Martorello. Sawicki tried to drop it off, but he was separated from the puck. And Luke Anderson back the other way. Anderson down the slot, takes a shot, blocked, and another goal for Liam McNamara. His 4th, Smithtown Hauppauge's 5th, and they lead it 5-1. He had the only goal of that second period for his hat trick. Good save there, but the rebound bounces out right to McNamara, and he's not going to miss those. And now ESM in a really big hole here. In the early going, it's been the McNamara show thus far. Ray Healy. He had the only goal for ESM. The other goal, as that plays offside on Smithtown Hauppauge, the other goal for them, their third goal of the night, was Ryan Anderson, or at least he's credited for it, on the shot from the point by Kyle Cummings. And that is the scoring updates thus far. 5-1 lead. Anderson the takeaway. McNamara in front, and he fanned on that one. Elected to go with the one-timer there. He had enough time to finish his lunch before taking the shot, but he tried to finish that one quickly. It's Anderson, and that save made with the shaft of the stick of Antonucci. That play blown dead, and I believe we're getting a penalty. Or are we? Perhaps not. And we are. They're moving the face-off all the way down. I couldn't think of any other reason why. It's unsportsmanlike conduct against Marcus DeRico. So a power play coming up for ESM, and a massive one at this juncture of the hockey game. 14:01 to play. Down by 4. Bulls win the face-off, wrap it around. Hustling to get there, Masson keeps it in. Sawicki pokes it back to the point. D'Amico takes a shot, deflects over the net. Masson holds it in, tough angle try, missed high, wraps all the way around and out of the zone. D'Amico back on it, ahead for Masson. Fumbled it a little bit there at the blue line, Trites on it, sends it all the way down. Alexander D'Amico starting back ahead for Martorello. Spins it on for Sawicki over the line. Pass was blocked, ended up back on his tape and throws it to the corner. Trites around the boards. Masson waiting for it, throws it towards the front. Save made by Mason Dorian. Puck at the half wall. Final minute here of the penalty, as it's cleared all the way back down. Sharks have had a few looks so far in the power play. Nothing all that dangerous just yet. D'Amico fires it around the boards. Holtge on it. And that one hops the stick of Hellbig all the way down the ice. Half a minute to go. On the man advantage. Unsportsmanlike against DeRico. Hellbig ahead for Sawicki. Past him, Holtge will skate behind his net with it, kill off a few more seconds before firing it down to Masson in neutral ice. Masson splits 2 defenders there. Tried to make a toe drag around another, lost the handle, and Ryan Anderson chips it out. Hellbig makes a nice move there. Hellbig trying to cut towards the front, lost the handle. Martorello right as Dorian was trying to get set again, and he made the save. Centering pass, that one backhanded through a few bodies high and over the net by Hellbig. Martorello on it again, throws it towards the front. Sawicki tries to knock it on, second try. Caught the outside of the post, and in the process, the net was knocked off its moorings. Another big kill there for the Bulls, maintaining their 4-goal lead. Still 11:41 to go. DeRico wins that one cleanly back to himself. Up for McNamara. Some room to skate. Now brings it over the line. Drops it. Luke Anderson in front. DeRico spinning backhand missed wide. Holtge tried to move it to McNamara. It's taken away. Up the boards, hops the stick of Holtge. And out of the zone. Here's DeRico all the way through. McNamara for Anderson. Around the net, tried to return it. He hit off McNamara's skates. Ends up on the stick of Ray Healy. Chips it ahead. And we'll chase after it. Cummings back on it for Hauppauge. Up the boards. Arnold knocked it down. Here's Masson back in. Drag, shoots, glove save. And the cover, as he dropped it into his pads there, did Mason Dorian. 10:48 remaining. (5-1) lead Smithtown Hauppauge trying to hold on here before their next game on the 27th. 9 p.m. start against East Islip. East Islip, a very good team. That should be a good one. But trying to finish the job here tonight first. Here's Rocco Troy. Centering pass. Auerbach got the shot away. And Antonucci got over to make the stop. Cleared out by ESM. 10.5 to go. They're in danger of dropping their first in the loss column. As Creekow brings it back in down the wall. Tries the centering pass. Blocked off. Now takes it around the net. Left it behind. ESM's next game also on the 27th. Or rather the 2nd of December, as the calendar is set to flip very soon, as we're getting well into the season now. As that shot sticked away by Antonucci. So December 2nd, 7:50 p.m. against St. Anthony's. That should be a good one as well. Troy, as we get the whistle. And the net comes off again. Antonucci made the stop anyway. 9:49 to go. Got a few nets come off their moorings here tonight. Perhaps maybe a few more times than usual as well. Some last minute changes here to the forward unit for ESM. Draw comes to the half wall. Renfus takes it. Tries to backhand it through. It got through. Sprawling save made. Rebound chipped off a body and goes wide. Antonucci doing his best to keep it out again. Anderson. Ryan. D to D. Troy. Plays it to the corner. As Kalen Jackson put the pressure on him at the point. Centering pass. Anderson along the ice. Save made. Could not be covered though. Backhanded towards the front. Blocked down. Jackson from the knee kept it moving. Look out here. Renfus fighting through a screen. There was Antonucci. Made the stop. Cleared out by ESM as they escape the danger of those opportunities. Here's Troy for Dorian. Into the zone. Down the right side. Inside out move. Centering pass. Hop the stick of Renfus. Jake Ryan. The defenseman locks up behind the net. Throws it back to Renfus, who took his spot. Wade shoots, a big save there. Rebound loose, thrown towards the corner. A wraparound try there from Ryan Anderson. Didn't get through, and a tripping call coming up here against Caden Dorian as he took down Ray Healy. 8:34 to play. And another power play opportunity coming up here for ESM. Trying to get something started. Not over till it's over, though. Time running low here on the Sharks. Trying to at least get a little something going here. As soon as they've gotten on their power plays, Smithtown Hauppauge has shut them down for the most part. As Masson fires that one through the crease. Chipped out of his own. Anderson giving a run after it. Masson beats him there. And Trites with a great read, and they'll throw it back in. Justin Masson deflected out to center. Trites fires it right back in. Masson skates ahead with it. On the slot, tries to take a shot, and another block by Ryan Trites. DeRico found on his clearing attempt, gets a second try, and will send it all the way down. 1:15 to go on the power play. Here's Sawicki, some room to skate. Ryan Sawicki ahead. Martorello curls back. Left it behind. Agavino unable to clear. D'Amico in the corner. Back up the wall. As we hit the halfway point of period number 3. Masson. Nice inside out move down the slot. Pad save made. Rebound. Did it go? It did. A late reaction there from the officials. Hard to tell from our standpoint. But Martorello, a power play goal. ESM breaks through. It's a 5-2 game. And on that replay, you can see a little bit better. He was just able to beat Mason Dorian. Almost a highlight reel save there. Martorello beats him to the punch, though. So ESM, a little bit of life here. 7:15 to play. Auerbach trying to answer right back to the corner. Taken to the wall. Creek out on it. Seven minutes to go. Auerbach turning with it. On his backhand. Centered it. And guess what? Net comes off again. We need some better magnets on the net there. 6:54 to go. They situate it again. Linesman making sure of it this time. Auerbach being backed out of his circle there by the linesman as he was lined up right behind Corcione on the faceoff. Comes back to Holtje. Off of Auerbach into the corner. Masson wraps it around to Miko. Up for Helbig. 3-on-2 if they push it here, and they will. Helbig down the right side. Centering pass. Martorello just handcuffed him a little bit. Couldn't get a shot off. Auerbach couldn't bring it out of his zone. But now we'll take it back and makes a move to get out. And now with some room to skate and bring it in. Auerbach, a shot and a save made. Deflecting it into the ceiling was Antonucci. Big save there, 5-2. Smithtown Hauppauge trying to hang on here, close this one out. ESM trying to build some momentum after that power play goal. There's Michael Martorello. It was his 10th on the season. He hits double digits. Face off to the half wall, chipped up the boards. Ryan on it. Plays it down. Ryan Anderson. Anderson to the corner. Tough angle. Pass or shot, perhaps. Glanced off of Antonucci. Went back to Troy. Left it for Anderson. Ryan. Down for Rinfus. Taken off his stick. Helped out by Dorian. Or rather, that was Rinfus moving it down for Dorian. Hard to tell sometimes between 77 and 71. Up the boards, just out of his zone, but Dorian took it back. Rocco Troy gets the red line, chips it off the glass, not in though. Masson gloved it down. And Arnold at the red line. Passes it to Clements. It was on the wrong side of him though. Rinfus tries to start ahead with it. Avoid the checker and was backhands it a bit further, but Ray Healy on it. Delayed offside there. Smithtown Hauppauge able to touch up before Anderson shoveled it back in. ESM right back out, and here's Troy. The defenseman, 86 in white, brings it with him, and a good stop made by Antonucci again. Aggressive save at the top of his crease. Back towards the net. Troy tried to bring it to his backhand, and it hopped the stick. Under 5 minutes to go. Rocco Troy, how about a third try? And this time he buries it. Third time's a charm for Rocco Troy. He makes it a 6-2 game for Smithtown Hauppauge. Kyle Antonucci, a few denials on him. A great pass by Rinfus out to the slot. And Troy picks a spot. That was a great shot right there. 6-2 lead for the Bulls with 4:46 to go. And it appears that they're well on their way to a victory. And ESM will feel something they haven't felt just about at all this season. Smithtown Hauppauge has controlled a large amount of this game. It was the Liam McNamara show for the early going. Still 4:36 left. But Agavino off the face-off around for Anderson. Hopped his stick. McGregor fires it right back in. So Wiki touches up and sent right back out. Past Luke Anderson. It'll be an icing. Face-off comes back down into the Bulls' end. Face-off to the left of Mason Dorian. What a game he's had. Speaking of games, here's McNamara. Drops it. Anderson on selfish return feed there. Just out of the reach of McNamara. Cleared to the point. Trites throws it back down to the corner. DeRico. Anderson across. McNamara dusts it off. Tried to return it. And it was taken away by D'Amico. Sharks bench looking for a hooking call there. None coming. So Wiki gets the red line. Dumps it around. And getting to it first, D'Amico wraps it right back around the boards. So Wiki on it. Down for Martorello. Tries to chip it off the outside of the net. Work free now. Trites dealing with some trouble there. Martorello trying to win that puck battle. It was taken away by DeRico. Here's Anderson. McNamara in the slot. DeRico. Tough angle try. Save made. Bouncing rebound for Anderson. He tried to settle it. Sharks took him off the puck. Played down low. DeRico. And the Bulls just trying to run out the clock here as that shot deflects high. Though their unselfishness at the same time has taken away some great scoring opportunities. But at this point, I suppose you don't really need them. McNamara. His pass blocked. Pinballing around. McNamara, DeRico on goal. Save made. Antonucci. Anderson stumbles down, and that allows the Sharks to start back ahead. Here's Sawicki. Trying to feather it through the skates of Trites. Could not. McNamara 2-on-1 here with Anderson. McNamara in. Tries to feed it across off the defenseman's stick. You saw Antonucci trying to put the post back on there as he almost accidentally knocked it off again. Cummings, 2:20 to play. Shot blocked. Off to the corner. D'Amico on it. Taken away by Auerbach. Tries to feed Corsione. Pass deflected back on goal. And it's covered. Two minutes, 11 seconds remain. Face off to the left of Antonucci once again. Corsione taking the offensive zone draw. Looked like he won it back there, but Caitlin Jackson read the play. Comes out to the point. Cummings shot into a few bodies, knocked down in front. Back down the wall, Masson. Curls back. Cuts back again. Fires it around the boards. Deerlam. First one on it. Up for Helbig. Snaps that pass on the tape of his teammate Clements, but it was taken away by Cummings. Freak out. His shot. Gloved and held for the whistle. 94 seconds remain. Tie up in the circle there. One back by Helbig. Look out there. Almost played accidentally to their own net. Turned back on. That shot hit the post. Auerbach thought it might have went in. Threw his hands up in the air. But hit that far side post and stayed out. Another center tried to flex past Auerbach. Held in by Cummings. Throws it back down around the net. Creekow on it. Plays it back around as we hit 1 minute to go. 6-2 lead. Smithtown Hauppauge on their way to another victory here tonight It'll be their 7th on the season. Starting pass, Auerbach wants one. He hits the same post. Throws up his arms again and once again denied. Could be a chance here in the final minute for the Sharks. Meanwhile, Hauppauge brings it through. What a move that was. Hauppauge on the backhand. Couldn't get the shot away. Might have been a stick there in his hands. But couldn't get the backhander cleaned away half a minute to go. Krikow on it. Ahead, Auerbach. Does he have another opportunity? To the backhand, and that shot thwarted. Brought back the other way. Masson, 15 seconds to go. He's knocked off the puck by Jake Ryan. And Caden Dorian ahead, Auerbach. Over the line. Tries to pass it through. Blocked down. Anderson plays it behind. Maybe one last try. Centered, picked off. That'll do it. As the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls come into tonight's game and knock off the ESM Sharks 6-2. A little bit of rough stuff there after the final horn between Ryan and Hauppauge. They'll get separated, but the Bulls improve to 7-2-0 on the season. That'll propel them up in the standings from 4th place. ESM dropping to 8-1-1 on the year, as they'll turn their attention to December and their next game against St. Anthony's. While Smithtown Hauppauge still has one more here in the month of November against East Islip. But that will do it for tonight's coverage of Suffolk County High School Hockey League action. For everyone here at LISN, I'm Brady Campbell. The final score in tonight's final game, the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls 6 and the Eastport South Manor Sharks 2. You've been tuned in to Suffolk County High School Hockey League hockey here on the LI Sports Network. Have a good night, everybody.